Okay, everybody. So I'm here to give an update on the Kevin Battle justice case. It was just notified to me that the DA office of Fort Worth, Texas, Tarrant County, notified the family that upon further investigation, there was no blood of Kevin Battle on the inside of Mark Jabben's home, which is a strong indication that Mark Jabben's self-defense plea is certainly being looked at a lot stronger at this point due to the fact that evidence suggesting self-defense was not found. And so this is an awesome thing for the Battle family. We still have a ways to go as we continue to press upon the DA office to further look into this matter, to see that there was no false, rather, there was no entry into Mark Jabben's home forcefully by Kevin Battle. He was simply knocking at the neighbor's door to get a better understanding of statements that was said to his 5-year-old grandson. And upon knocking at the door of his neighbor's home, Mark Jabben, he was shot 2 times in the face. Initially, we were told that there were 2 shots, 1 shot to the face and then 1 shot to the back of the head. We have now learned that there were 3 shots. There were 2 shots to the face and then 1 shot to the back of the head. And so with this new evidence and new findings of no blood of Kevin Battle was in the home of Mark Jabben, this is to suggest that Kevin never stepped across into the threshold of Mark Jabben's home. I think that we should also look at the detective as well as the police who made those false statements in the reports initially, that there was blood that suggests blood in Mark Jabben's home on the wall that suggested that this, could have been a self-defense act on behalf of Mark Jabben. And now that forensic and others have investigated and found no blood, I think that we should also hold the detective who wrote the report, as well as the officer who initially came out. I think we should hold them accountable for false statements and information that has hindered justice for Kevin Battle. You can't make those kind of mistakes and just go off of he say, she say. You have to have true facts and true information, especially when a murder and someone's life has been taken. I would hope that our justice system would take a look farther into this, and let's bring formal charges of murder, endangerment to a child to Mark Jabben. He endangered a 5-year-old. He also committed murder. It is no doubt in my mind that this was a cover-up, and people are trying to make sure that they protect their career and their job. But what's most important here is getting justice for Kevin Battle and for his family. I want to see this family begin the healing process, begin to move forward with being able to pick up the pieces from where they are and be able to, feel that the justice system didn't fail them, and that, the justice system is going to do everything in its power to make sure that Mark Jabben gets what he deserves in this matter. He is currently still not retained. It was also reported that Mark Jabben had an active warrant during the time of the initial call, maybe 3 or 4 or possibly a week before the murder happened. The officer was called out to the scene, and for an altercation that took place between Kevin Battle and Mark Jabben. Upon arriving to the scene, it was allegedly discovered, that Mark Jabben had an active warrant, and the officer did not arrest him. This is something that we definitely need to look at as well. So to everyone who's been needing some type of update to the Kevin Battle case, this is what's going on. I've been working privately with the family. I've not made any other public appearances or post to my social media updates, just as I wanted to work more, closely with the family and be sensitive to the grieving process for this family. But again, I'm excited, to, as things begin to break down and the truth comes out, I'm excited that we have a strong possibility of getting justice for Kevin Battle, something he deserves, and as a clergyman and civil rights activist, I felt it was my duty to step in and lend my helping hand. But more than those positions and titles, Kevin Battle was a friend and co-worker of mine. And just last night at work, I worked the third shift. And just last night, as I spoke to his fiance, and as we watched some of the maintenance men ride around in the cart, I can see the tears in Lydia Adams' eyes beginning to, develop, because normally that would be Kevin coming to her workstation in that maintenance cart. And I knew that, from working around her. And so for Lydia Adams, the fiance, Kevin Jr. Battle, Kevin Battle the third, the other grandson, and as well as to Kayla, who also is with child. And this is a sensitive moment for her as well. And so we have to pray for good health for her, that, she doesn't grieve to the place of stressing and become ill and something happen to the new addition of the Battle family that is to come. So I'm asking everyone to continue to pray, be mindful and sensitive to the grieving process of this family. But I'm excited to see some things come into play. Just cracking open a little bit, and things are starting to be revealed. And, I'm also excited and happy that some of the people who didn't need to be working on this case and working with the family, creating confusion and creating unnecessary, unhealthy, unethical, unrighteous behaviors, keeping up confusion. We just ask that, you guys do what you do in the community, but let this Battle family handle this the way they want to. And that was the one thing that I promised myself, was that I was going to follow their lead, and I was going to give them my support the best way that I possibly can. So this is a good look that there was no blood of Kevin Battle in the home of Mark Jabben. So this is to suggest that Kevin never stepped across the threshold into Mark Jabben's home. Therefore, this breaks down his plea of self-defense, and he need to be held accountable for murder and endangerment to a child. He need to be held accountable for those actions. And the officers who put information in the police report that suggested that this was more of a self-defense case also need to be held accountable for misinforming the DA office, as well as misinforming the Battle family, causing unnecessary stress and a very emotional roller coaster for this family. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for calling yourself a professional, and in such a sensitive matter as murder or someone losing their life, this needed to be looked at very carefully. So I commend the DA office for reaching out to the Battle family and getting the correct information to them, giving them, even if it's just a light, a small light of hope. We are thankful for the hope that we have. We're thankful for the opportunity to pursue this. And as I have spoke to the family, we're going to continue to pursue this. And we are constructing the right team of people and the right assist that is needed in getting victory for Kevin Battle. So this is my update to you all. God bless you. God keep you. God love you. And I love you as well.